I'm just curious to the to the ones in the background. I mean, I am 56 years old. I don't know, guys, really, I don't know why these people have gravitated to me and find it everything that I walk with my arthritis in my right leg is something that I didn't cause on myself. It was due to Redwood City keeping me outside in the cold in a wheelchair, and I developed arthritis in that knee, and then I fractured my left foot, so I was in a wheelchair, and then I use a walker at times for this right arthritis knee, but if I don't have to, I try to just lean up against something and walk. I don't know why these Mexican people are clinging to me, guys. I really don't. I don't have a clue. I don't have no Mexican children. I don't have a Mexican husband. I don't know why the Mexican and the white people. I feel like I'm in Mississippi. I feel like California have turned into a racist place for black people. If it's not the Mexican people mocking you, no respect for me. Do you know how I feel to be a 56-year-old grown woman, a grandmother of 10, and to have a group of people that's different from your race literally disrespect you? And you have not disrespected anybody. I don't even know these people. I just moved here like about 2 or 3 months ago. And I don't know them because I don't socialize myself like that. You know what I'm saying? And for some reason, they don't like the fact that I'm very confident in myself as a black woman. Because I don't see how you're going to walk by faith with a lack of self-confidence. I don't see how anybody can walk by faith, because faith is belief, and to believe is to have confidence, positive energy flowing. So I don't see how you can have faith with low self-esteem. I don't see how you can have faith without believing in yourself and believing in God. So they believe that black women should not have confidence in themselves. They believe that you should be skinny here in order for you to have self-esteem within yourself. It's like some people are so Hollywood, if you will, that they don't know how to separate Hollywood from the reality world. That means in the reality world, everybody got different shapes body. Am I right? I mean, to those that still grounded down to earth. Everyone have different skin colors. I don't understand. Maybe it's other people culture. You know how sometimes some cultures laugh at everything. I don't. I don't find it funny laughing at a person having a heart attack or a stroke or arthritis in their leg, and so they walk with a limp. You know, I don't find it funny making fun of somebody else's mother, because then I look at myself and I find out somebody making fun of my mom. I want to know who the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? The women come across as if they are better than you, and I'm looking at their flaws. You know, they're on some kind of fat shaming trip. But when you really don't want me to go on the fat kick, because that means half of their tail needs to go to the gym and cut back on eating as well. I don't care if you medium size. If you got fat around your gut, if fat is fat, if we really want to get technical speaking, no matter how you try to make excuse for it. The only person that don't have fat on their body is a muscular, lean person. You can see the abs. You can see that they have nothing but muscles, including the women. They don't have no kangaroo pouch. They don't have no baby pouch. So if you walking around with a gut and a pouch, you can't talk about me being fat. You just got skinny legs, but you still got belly. And fat is fat. I know that some people is on this whole fat craze thing. Ain't nothing wrong with you right now in your current thing, being who you are. You understand? But don't sit up there and make fun of other people when you're fat yourself and you're overweight. Matter of fact, truth be told, you got fat. I mean, for me, the definition of fat to me is when I look at a person, I see that the fat is hanging off the ankles. It's hanging off the back of the thighs, the back part of their back. You can't tell the difference between the ass and the stomach. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of back fat. You can even see it when they put their bra on. It's just layers and layers of fat. That, to me, is fat. Somebody that's super thick, but they have a shape to themselves, they thick, they got fat on them, but they got it in the right place. So it makes them look decent. You understand? That's to me. Everybody got their own definition of what they consider fat. But here's something that I want to bring it home. And it's so much of a reality truth. Whatever fat a person have, whether it's the kangaroo pouch, the bigger gut pouch, for a lot of men, you love talking about a woman body as if you have lived a day in a woman's body. You have no clue. You couldn't even imagine being inside of our body. But yet, some of you walk around with a 3-month to a 9-month looking gut, which is very dangerous. You're more at a more sugar diabetes risk than I am with the fat on my hips. You don't get sugar diabetes in your hips. You get it from carrying it in your gut. You can research that medically. Go to MD, one of those medical websites. Google it. You get more sugar diabetes in your gut. And here you are, as a man that never carried children, and you don't have monthly periods, and I'm 56. There's no way that a man could go through menopause. And then there's when you're judging somebody about their weight, or is it what you call fat shaming in today's society? You're trying to fat shame someone, I think. Well, I'm too old to be fat shamed. It is what it is right now. And it's for me to carry, not you. It's not some kind of contagious disease that you're trying to over-exaggerate. That's where you're trying to hurt someone maliciously, viciously, spitefully, out of jealousy and hate, on a social level. You try to call them ugly, fat, and all that, but you haven't looked at yourself really good. You have belly fat. Some of you women have skinny thighs and skinny legs. You look like the Penguin from Batman, truth be told, and then have the audacity to put a belt around your belly to call it a waistline. No, fat is fat. You don't have a waistline. You can get one by doing your sit-up, and you need to go in the gym. Truth be told, since you want to sit up there and put me on number 1 fat list, well, then you need to look at your fat ass belly. Because somebody don't lie to you. Somebody don't puff your goddamn head up, making you think that you queen bitch with a damn muffin stomach, a kangaroo gut, and a goddamn big ass gut that look like a bear belly. You still look like you pregnant and try to blame it on baby fat. But girl, that baby is 3-4 years old. That's you. You putting on the weight because you ain't push yourself back from the table. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I'm fat, about 50, 60 pounds over. You know why? Because I love to eat my goddamn chicken. And I'm pretty mad because I can't get my chicken right now. Because my food stamp card won't work. Truth be told. Tell the truth, shame the devil. I might still just get it. But tell the truth. Why you really fat? Stop blaming it on on other things. I just told you why I'm fat. I love chicken. I eat the hell out of chicken. Then going back to menopause. And then the race. When you do your research, intelligent people research things before they open up their damn mouth about things. So when you do your research, and you could Google it, the difference between Caucasian, Asian women, and the difference between black women. Black women tends to carry more weight and have more confidence about it because they're always being put down. So you got to find your own self-confidence. You understand? We're always being talked about everything about our looks. But then we see the same people that talk about us go tan, go get lip injections, butt implants, breast implants, hips implant. You know what I'm saying? Kind of contradicting yourself to make fun of someone and then turn around and get the same kind of look. You know what I'm saying? Like, have the black women feel so bad about themselves, ashamed of who they are. And then we are going to get the hips and the ass and act like we are the ones that created black people. And we tan ourselves to look black. Do you know that some is even actually tanning, or they're changing the color of their skin? So they're actually catfishing a lot of black men to make themselves appear as if they're a black woman, but they're not. Like, I understand admiring culture. Maybe some people admire black people and maybe they have longed to be that. There's black women that long to be white, and so they're bleaching their skin. All of this comes to a society that teaches us not to love ourselves. I'm going to pause that, and I want you to think about that. Soak that in. All of this bleaching and changing and implants, and you're not good enough, you don't look good enough. Hey, I can't help it that God didn't bless me with all these Holly Berry good looks. You know what I'm saying? I need to talk to him when I get to heaven, you know. Hey Lord, I'm gonna have to, rap to you for a minute. You know what I'm saying? You gave me alopecia, bald head for a woman. Yeah, I don't know what happened with the finger parts. It kind of came up short there. Lord, and yeah, I don't understand that right there. And I got like these black hairs. I think a spider bit me in my face, so my face is getting dimples. And I'm just trying to rap to you, Lord. I'm just trying to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But in this society, and especially the majority that have ruled society have been Caucasian. And so we have been trained to live up to the standard of white Caucasian. And we have been forced of anybody from another culture to deny your own culture. Well, I think that I could be a part of my culture while still appreciating other people's culture. I don't know if that makes sense to other people, because I'm, the crazy black woman, you know. Society, majority rules, it teaches us that we're not good enough. It points out our flaws every day. When God teaches you that you're more than enough for him, God teaches you to love who you are, if you will. You learn to accept once you know who you are. That means it takes a lot of sojourning inside of you. And then the resistance to fall into the pattern of listening to the words of cruel and hateful people outside of you. The mockers, the people that make fun of you because you look different. Well, what would society be if there was no difference in people? If I didn't have the big hips, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have the big boobs and the big booty, and I was just straight stick, ideal standard of a Caucasian culture, race of people. And if I was the same color, don't think that it will be exciting. I think that it's just a beautiful thing to see different shades and different shapes and sizes. It's fascinating, you know? I mean, for the guys, what would it be if you didn't see those big booty ladies on some of those porn movies that you watch clap their booty and the big booty just shake like jello and it fascinate you? I mean, you wouldn't have those big girls to entertain you like that. I mean, there's good and bad, pros and cons, and everything. We understand the whole health thing. I used to be a CNA for 21 years. So trust me, I've been up and down in my weight, you know. So I know all about health when I get serious. But what I don't appreciate is a group of fat shamers going to tell me how to wear my goddamn body. And if you don't fall under our pressure in California Hollywood image or Caucasian ideal standard of what they believe a woman should look like, then they draw a circle of people to make fun of you. Isn't that elementary? And it's so childish and immature. I feel like, can I tell you how I feel? Because they won't let me talk. They're talking to everybody else except me. So I have to use my video platform in order to speak. Because they act like they can't communicate with me. They have a problem with me, but no one have ever invited me to a Starbucks cup of coffee. But yet they have a problem with me because of my body. My body. I'm not someone black slave because slavery was emancipated and abolished a long time ago. And when you go to the 13th Amendment, it says that there is no slavery, nor involuntary. It's gone. It's done. Some people just don't want to accept the truth for what it is because they keep watching old slave movies and wishing for back then. And I wish for the days to happen now. But look at reality. We in new technology. We have AIs. We have, pretty soon, they're supposed to be making flying cars. I mean, like, how long do you think that this, I wish that they was black slaves again? Fantasy Island. Look at the weapons that majority of black brothers from the streets. We ain't talking about the ones that sniff your ass. We are talking about the ones that if you touch me, boy, I'll fucking take this damn AK and blow your ass away. That's the one we're talking about. We're talking about a different generation that you trying to have a fantasy island land about slavery. You understand? Here in California, I have been so disrespected, guys. It's unbelievable. At the age of 56, grandmother of 10. They have disrespected me. They have put cameras on the inside. They have watched me taking showers, bath, undress or get dressed. Private body parts have been publicized for a random truck driver and UPS workers and FedEx workers and everyone to see. That's the most spiteful and vicious and ruthless thing that somebody have ever done to me, just to try to make fun of the black woman body and the older black woman body. Black women, not all, but some black women tend to gain more weight during menopausal years. I think it's medically written. If someone wants someone that got a degree but still act ignorant about the intelligence of weight gain, people age plays a factor in it. Menopause plays a factor in it. My grandmother used to call it the spread of life, that you start gaining weight during menopause. I just don't like, if you don't mind, if I could say what I want to say, because they've been doing all the talking in their own little fat shaming circle and racist circle. They've been wanting the audience to hear them every day and not hear me. So if I can say my part, because it is about me, they are offending me. They are insulting me. So I know that some people want to victimize their victim and not have their victim say not one goddamn word. It's almost as if a gang, if you will, whenever somebody group up, it becomes a gang of people. So it's as if their gang want to terrorize me every day around my land. They want to get their video out. They want to talk to each other. They start off like 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock. I live between a highway and a freeway and the desert area. Ain't nobody out here besides me and Miss Rosa. They get all loud as if there's a football game going on to talk about me, the black woman. They get loud as if they are tailgating to a football game. On purpose, maliciously, on purpose. As if they're doing a KKK loud rally. You understand me? How ignorant and silly this is. And I must remind you is that I'm not around a lot of black men. So I'm around a lot of Caucasian and Mexican men that is talking trash about me as a black woman. I know that if I was around the right black males, I would be their queen and they would appreciate me for who I am. Certain black men. So I know that they're doing this because there's not a lot of black men around me right now. So they feel, they feel, you know how back in the days where the white slave masters and the white men used to run the black men away so that they can pick with the black women and their children. This is how this part of Lancaster off of Sierra Highway and Avenue B is. Instead of respecting me, talking to me, approaching me like you're a man, you're a grown, mature man. You know what I'm saying? To make their women happy, the white women and the Mexican women, because of their hatred towards black women and jealousy, because all my body parts, even though I'm older, is very real. It's very 100% real. And then, because it's a lot of gay guys out here, a black woman is also fighting them. Only thing is that I was born with a split and not a pole. So there's no competition right there. They're only making it whatever kind of competition is within their head. You can't fight a real 100% woman. She will always be the queen over you for the simple fact she had babies. She has a real vagina, if you will, real breasts, you know, real buttocks, you know. And so there's no way that there's a competition with a man that's just playing dress up in mommy dresses and stockings and high heels. If you cut that thing off, that's on you. You're the crazy one. You're still a man, though. In the inside of you, you don't have a reproduction system in there to reproduce life. You're not made up as a woman. You could dress up, perfect the makeup, get rid of that, the male chin bump and cover up your Adam apple, if you will, and tuck, some of the guys said that they use duct tape to tuck their penis in the back of them, or some just not big enough. That kind of throws me when a man knows that he has shortcomings and flaws and defects and big bellies and small penises in their life, but yet you're trying to talk about a big sized black woman instead of looking at your shortcoming. All of us have some form of a flaw. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at good celebrities and everybody don't boost them up, some of them have some flaws. Big ears, lazy eyes, cross eyes. The camera just don't put it on them that close. You know what I'm saying? It's not your weight to carry. That's where because I'm the owner of my body, I take the accountability for my weight. I know my own body of how it operates when I'm in a more relaxed and supportive kind of environment. If it's negative, I don't like negative, aggressive men. It just reminds me of growing up. You know what I'm saying? You got those verbal, abusive, angry, frowny faces men. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want that later on in your life. These are like my golden years, right? 56, supposed to be your golden years. And I don't want these people stealing no more of my years. Over the years, it's been this Karen and Darren mess for a long time with our whole entire family. I must say that it seems like in the state of California, Governor Newsom is allowing these people to genocide on black people when you really step outside of the beauty of California and you really see how a lot of black people are being targeted and aimed at. It will remind you of Mississippi. Like the people from down south have moved up here in California and trying to bring all of that slavery mentality, negativity, energy about hating blacks, hating them, hating black women. The women are into hating black women. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't did nothing to these people. But, back in slavery, they didn't do nothing to the slaves neither. And they was, if you will, they was hung up on trees like Christmas lights. And the whole town would gather around and watch this sick kind of form of entertainment. It's something about they love sick entertainment or seeing a black person suffer or struggle, being without money, oppress the black people, but make sure that we be okay. We got food on our table, roof over our head. We're keeping warm. We just want to see the black women suffer. That's by themselves. If we can break up a marriage, we will wrongfully, intrusively, invasively interfere in their marriage. Talk to the husband behind the wife back. You understand? We will separate them from their children and their grandchildren to make it appear, because everything in the Caucasian majority rule, it's all about how we make things appear. If we cannot control these black people, then we make them look bad. We make their image look bad. We give them a bad lying reputation. We falsify things on them. We say that they're crackheads when they're not. They call me a crackhead, and I'm the most God. I'm God centered. I love Jesus with all my heart. You feel me? I don't use no drugs, but it's vindictive. You know what I'm saying? When some people have the heart of Satan, they have no problem with being vindicted with their words, slandering, defamation of person, character, reputation, how they really are, but they don't want to acknowledge that you're a positive, energetic kind of person and a faith believer, Crystal. And you do stay to yourself, Crystal. And we respect that about you. We respect that you stay positive and you keep moving. I don't hear in this all white and Mexican surrounding here, I don't hear positivity coming to me as a black woman, even though I'm sure with their eavesdropping devices and cameras, I'm quite sure that they hear me try to give out positive messages for people, you know. But some people can take your energy or try to sap you of your energy, your positive energy. They'll try to get it from you. You know what I'm saying? But they'll never pour it back into you. So they'll try to drain you, come around you with negative energy, negative garbage. It's hard if you will follow me on this. It's kind of hard starting trouble with a race of people in the desert. The desert is pretty much a isolated kind of place. And then on your private land, you're even that much isolated because there's no neighbor around. My neighbor is by about 4 blocks up from me. So it's hard, if you will, because they will make it appear, you know how Karens are and Darrens. They will make it appear as if the black woman has started trouble with them, because you know how Karen and Darren like to lie and they love to be sneaky. Even in the Mexican race, they love to lie and be sneaky when all along they have been starting and picking fights with you. Does that make sense? So what they're trying to do is get me all riled up. You know what I'm saying? When somebody mistreats you, discriminate against you, nitpick, start fight, provoking until the black woman get upset. And then they put you on camera and then they have you as like a mad black woman. You know what I'm saying? And it's been them. I had a white woman when I was growing up in my 20s, and I used to work in the office. And so the white women would see some of the white guys, flirting with me, if you will, and they would get upset. So they would start doing little nitpicking and catty and petty things. I don't know if their mother trained them in that direction to be catty towards other women. But they would start doing the catty and petty things, if you will, to me. And then they would say, "Oh, Crystal, we're just ruffling your feather." Well, what if, a couple times that wasn't good and I end up losing my job because I went off on the job. You understand? Sometimes ruffling people's feather is not a good damn thing. Now, that man was here before I got hired. You had plenty of time to talk to this man. You seen that this man was flirting with me and you got jealous. Call a demon out for what a demon is. It's a spirit of jealousy and envy. Maybe you wanted to talk to him and he didn't talk to you. So you got jealous because he was talking to the black nigger, right? Let me ask you this, and I must ask you this. Why is it okay for a white woman to date a black man, but it's not okay for a white man to freely, if he want to, without any discrepancy, date a black woman? What gives you the right to choose and pick any black man that you want to? But because a white man may say, oh, I really do like black women, then you get upset with him. Why is that? Why is there a double standard in that? And then for the white men and the Mexican men, why do you feel that you got to be like a Nicodemus? You remember the Nicodemus in the Bible? He came to Jesus at nighttime. He was ashamed to be around Jesus during the daytime. So that's how some white males and Hispanic men come, where they like chocolate women, but they don't want the world to know the woman that they like. So they'll creep around her at nighttime or where nobody is looking, so they think. Now technology, everybody see everything, right? So they creep around me because I'm the fat black woman until they get around me. And then some want to have sex with me. You know, the ugly fat black woman that everybody on social media is talking about. Now, I don't know how other women feel about this, and this is no color to it in this subject. But I don't think that I want to date or even want to have sex with a man that have dogged me out so bad with the rest of the people. You know what I'm saying? That you was right on in there with them talking bad about me when I needed a friend to stand by my side. You was right in there laughing and making fun of me. And let's just say hypothetical thinking, because I've been through this weight loss, losing weight for people and becoming bulimic. And if you know what bulimic is, that's an eating disorder. That's where you take laxative or you throw up. You eat, you indulge, and then you throw it up because you don't want to gain weight. And then you become very obsessive about weight. And the devil had me so strong with that every morning I had to scale by my bed. When I go into work, I will weigh myself. Everything was about weight. And it was so crazified that I had to cry out to God. I had to ask God to help me. You understand? Every point of your life was calorie counting. You see, I lowered my calories down to lose weight fast, about 500 calories a day. So I would do all kind of little calorie thing. I'll eat a sneaker, or I probably go to McDonald's, get a milkshake. I'll do that for a week. Or I just eat all plain rice for the whole week. You know what I'm saying? I did lose the weight real fast without any drugs. Some of you guys are taking drugs to lose weight because you don't like that weight pressure. And so in order to quickly take the weight off, you go do meth. But now you got a bigger problem. You did better keeping the weight off and just do it the long way. You did better keeping the weight on and just did it the safer way. Because now you got a drug problem. Now you got a drug problem. That's another demon on you. You know. So what I'm saying is this whole weight thing. I love the embracing of full figure women. Embrace yourself, love yourself, empower yourself when everyone else is putting you down. You feel me? You was born with yourself. You will die with yourself. You understand? These other people outside of you are a bonus. They don't even have to be nowhere in your life. Not even your negative family, if they're toxic and negative. You you do have a choice. I was a foster kid, and they tell you, if you want to see your family, I would ease into it because you may get more than what you asked for. On some family members, yeah, I did get more than what I asked for, but I still wanted to see my family. But when you see the negative side to it, you kind of regret that, right? So, you have a choice. I've been through domestic violence counseling, peer-to-peer counseling, survivors of incest, and all kind of counseling because I was a mess after child abuse and all of that. I was a really mess in my mind, but still yet trying to stay focused while raising children. Understand? And so I went through counseling. I think it was the last straw was the breakup of my first marriage. I loved my husband and he cheated on me. And while I was pregnant with Dominique. And light skin, yeah, one of those bitches. And so I was so depressed because then I was like, what am I going, like I said, light skinned, curly hair, one of those bitches. I meant what I say. Because I don't like for a man to comment when I'm speaking. Because it seemed like they appreciate light skinned and curly hair bitches. But those are the ones that be having them cry to the dark skinned women that she don't dog me out. That because she already know that she can drop his ass and call another man over within 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a puppet. So it's like 9 times out of 10, those are the ones that end up cheating on them, playing them out of their money, gold digging them, color struck. Feel me? So I got up to 350 pounds. My ass was really in the middle of my back. It was just that big. And yeah, I got a picture where you see my stomach, and yeah, you see the girls hugging me up against me when they was younger. And I called. I was in the house with 4 kids. Couldn't really do anything because I didn't have a babysitter. So I was depressed on that because I couldn't go to work. So I had to stay at home and watch the kids and be on welfare. Okay, so I went on and off welfare. When I finally got childcare, I went back to work in the nursing home as a nurse assistant for 21 years and in the hospitals and homes. And I started doing counseling at home. That was the breaking of everything. And she had me talk out what happened to me all the way in my childhood. And then from there, she had me confront the people that abused me. Now, my aunt, she sat down finally with me and talked with me about her husband, if you will. And she healed me because for years I thought that it was my fault of what he did. And then I used to get up and leave them and go far, far away because I was so hurt inside. And she said something to me that woke me up. She said, you're not running from them. You're running from the pain inside of you, Crystal. And she said, no matter where you go, that pain gonna be in there, babe. In other words. And I said, yeah. So I started praying to God about it. Everything that kept me away from drugs and alcohol and from being on the streets and being a prostitute, full-fledged, has been God. And I still got God. I became reborn again December 4th, 1989. Then I went through ministry training in Pastor Evelyn Ponder in Griffin, Georgia. Church of God in Christ. Anybody know about holiness? Okay, they strict, all right? So I kind of broke away from from that for a minute and moved to LA. I got off the track because I used to watch TBN all the time. I knew all of those pastors from Pastor Joyce Meyer, Rod Parsley, Frederick, well, not on TBN, but Frederick Price. I was coming to Los Angeles to see if I could get into his training course. And then I got sidetracked. Kids was teenager, and I just fell away, if you will. So now I'm back God focused, if you will. And I know that it's the devil through the people attacking me, because you know when God has a powerful ministry for you, the devil is he turns up the heat, if you will. He intensifies the arrows that he's throwing at you and the darts, and that comes through the words that people is speaking about you. The same way how he blasphemed God every day and falsely accused God of everything. You know what I'm saying? He does that to God's children. And when you have a powerful anointing on you, people don't like you, and it's not you, because you got a light that's inside of you. And when people are filled with a dark heart, an evil heart, that is, a wicked heart, they cannot stand the light in you. They hate positivity. They hate you encouraging people. They hate you talking positive. Oh, let me guess, Crystal. More positive thinking, I guess. One white woman told me this. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna get real. All right. Well, bitch, do you want me to cuss you out every goddamn day? Would that make your damn ass happy? Would you want me going off on your ass every day without God? So let me do God, because God got me, and He the only one that can tame the beast in us. Because some of us have been through some really hard ass shit that will cut your goddamn throat without God. You understand me? Some of us have been abused really bad. And some of us have been in some abusive home, or we have lived a very rough life. And we used to be very cold-hearted, that we could have killed you and don't have no feelings for you, no remorse for you at all. But it's God, love, unconditional love, that put that compassion for the people and mercy for the people and give you a pass for messing with me. You understand me? There's so many people that should have been dead a long time ago. One day, a youth pastor said, after all that you've been through, Crystal, I'm surprised that you ever killed nobody. I'm surprised that you haven't killed nobody. And I had a teacher at Washington High School. She was a white lady, too. She said, you're going to be one of those that we hear that you're going to kill somebody. Like they had me in their system, suggestively brainwashed me by treating me mean and evil and mistreating me, all kind of discrimination. I always had a battle with the Karen and the Darrens, even from a child. Like they was already brainwashing me and programming me to build up so much hate that I become like them, and capable and will be capable if I didn't control the rage beast that will turn into violent. Because I don't like to be treated like that. And I think that God, when He came into my heart, it was such a warm feeling of love. That's how I know I've been touched. Because I was cold-hearted. Why should I love them? The world didn't love me when I was being abused. You feel me? I felt that way. Why should I care about these people? Look how they doing. They put me all over the internet as if I am in high school. Could you imagine? I want you to step into my shoes. They have been having these videos on me 24 hours, 7 days a week. What kind of mental health would you have at this point? This has been 5 years, 24 hours, 7 damn days a week. Even on my weekend, they have disrupted my goddamn weekend, my holidays. They have disrupted my holidays, my moments that I have quiet time to pray with my God. They have interfered in my religion. They have violated all of my goddamn civil rights, all my constitutional rights. How would you feel? Take yourself out of yourself and put yourself in my shoes right now. How would you feel? 24 hours of being watched by strangers and a group of people as if you some kind of spectacle, some type of black lab rat in the state of California, as if someone of a politician position is allowing these people to wrongfully violate me as a black woman and to look at me as if I'm an object, not a human being, as if I'm a lab rat. 24-hour observation. Sometimes I see groups of college kids with Stanford University following me, like they're observing me, and a couple of older, look like professors are with them, like I'm some kind of case study. How would you feel? Be honest. 24 hours of harassment with cameras. Indirect form of harassment discreetly because we don't want to lose our government job or our business. We don't want people to know that we racist like that or we hate black people like that or fat people like that. So we go out in society, make our image appear good. But we need that black bitch image to look like she's a crackhead so that we can hype up the social media crowd and we are justified to try to hurt her. I've seen one man walking up and down the street where there was a street filled of, in actually San Francisco, black people that was homeless and they was on drugs. Now, it's a disease now because they push the drugs out there for the black people in this state, fentanyl. And he walking up and down the street like he controlling black people with a pole. And I seen that because my son is out there and I was out there with my son. I wanted to find my son. And I didn't care if he was on drugs. That's still mine. That's still my baby. You understand? So he was in a wheelchair. I was in a wheelchair. But I went looking for him. And I sat there with him until it was time for me to go. But I watched that man and I was like, I know that he better not hit mine. Because it's time for black people to group up and fucking tear up they whole goddamn stores and shit. Because they have stores in our black people neighborhood. And treating us like shit. And treating us like we slaves. And we're the one that support they goddamn out of, from another goddamn country business. White people don't go into your stores like that. And nobody else. Black people do. Black people go into your corner store. Black people go into your beauty supply stores. And got the goddamn audacity to fucking bite the goddamn hands that's feeding your goddamn registers. But this is how they do us. We support their goddamn business. That means every fucking dollar that you didn't have is in that register and it adds up. Every $5 that your ass didn't have. We helping your economy. We're helping to feed your goddamn family. And you keep disrespecting black people. And this white man, this racist white man, don't fucking support your goddamn business at all. Will not step into your goddamn beauty supply stores. Every now and then, your nail supply store may have a white woman or two. Every now and then, maybe your beauty supply store may have a white woman because she got biracial children. Oh, you don't understand that one day when black people really truly wake up and get sick and tired of giving your goddamn money away to people that don't appreciate us and refuse to damn respect us. Make them go dry. Make they goddamn ass dry. That means in the cash register. There's more way to hurt a person. And when people love money, the best way to hurt their ass back is make their ass go dry, like the desert. Don't support it. Walk on by it. You need anything. Some of you black women know how to do your own hair. Order the pieces from another black person or from Amazon if you have to. Have some dignity and pride about your damn self. Stop bowing down like you have to fucking kiss these goddamn people ass. They open up a store in black community to take black people money and then don't want to support us. When we open up a store, how many of them do you see coming to our damn store and to support us? They want to take our money but never want to give us support back. They act like they're too goddamn good to go to a black. Every now and then you see somebody supporting black restaurant. But some of them act like they too damn good. They got you wearing, they got them Gucci and all this shit, expensive shit. Why do they walk around in some New Balance, some Nikes and jeans and t-shirt? You don't see white people wearing that shit. You see them aiming for you to get, it's like the devil. You get the money and the devil is sapping the money from you. You must don't get that. They still treating us like a slave, even if you got money. Your aim is sell all of our expensive ass designer clothes to their ass so we could get this money back. Honey, I'll be at Ross, Macy, Clearance Rack. I'm good on that. Yeah, I don't need no damn outfit for no damn $10,000. Yeah, I'm good. No, you can style your own design. Go ahead, girl. Shoot, let people see how you look in your damn designer clothes. Then they'll buy it. When are we going to stop being so goddamn passive as black people? Our ancestors went through so much for civil rights. We got everybody else abusing the Civil Rights Act when it was really, when you do your research, it's not my words, it's history. It was established for the blacks because black people was being oppressed and kept from employment and was left to live in the slums with big fat rats and indecent type of living. That's why it was established by Martin Luther King. And there was I call them Quaker white people because if it wasn't for the Quaker white people helping the slaves, there would be no help. If it wasn't for, you got to give credit to where credit is due. So I kind of distinguish, if you hear me speak, I say I will identify them as racist. So you know I'm talking about Karen and Darren racist. And if I say Quakers, because it was the Quaker white people that helped the slaves. And it was white soldiers that fought for the civil rights. And then there was white people, white men, if you look in history, that also was beaten and hung with those black people for the civil rights. They called them nigger lovers. I'm just being honest. Don't shoot the messenger. It was already done. That's history. But some people still trying to glorify that past and trying to bring it in the future. Futuristic slavery, is it? I don't know what's the purpose of the AI, because you can make that AI a slave. You can make that AI do whatever you want that bitch to do. And then they're trying to get emotion. Okay, well, program the bitch to act like a slave nigger then. Go ahead. But as far as us, we are real ass human beings. We are live human beings. We are not a straw man. We're not an entity like a government agency. We are live human beings. Walk, talk, eat, shit, sleep. We are live. We are not meant to be a subject, if you will, forced into slavery, mistreated, beat down, talked about, mocked at. This is not slavery. We are free agent, independent. Go to the Black Law. See what equality means. Black Law Dictionary. Because I'm a paralegal too. You know, for me not to be anybody in life but a stereotype crackhead. So I'm about ready to conclude, because I wasn't going to make my message this long, because sometimes it doesn't upload on the videos because it's so long. But I just want to say my piece, because everybody else doing all the goddamn talking about me. But nobody wants me to fucking say a damn word. Isn't that something? This is my fucking life that God gave me. And I'm not your fucking slave property. You have a life of your own. Some of you got children, a husband and wife. You need to go ahead and slave your way, your own self, slave your way and go work for your family, for your children. You got your own personal slavery that you need to be doing, instead of trying to look at these groups of people as their slave. One more thing. Before you down Black people, I know our ancestors aren't here for you to see them and know the harsh treatment and suffering that they went through. But in the state of California, which they let everybody from different countries come over here and disrespect African American Black people here. The civil rights was established by Black people, for Black people, because of the racism that was going on back there. There wasn't too many Mexican people, if you will, back then, even in slavery, or you would have got hung. Mexican, Asians, and everyone that's majority. The KKKs back there, they probably would have hung your ass and killed you too. Here in the United States. So those Black people stood up against injustice, and they risked their life. They got killed, they got beat, they got water hose, they got dogs put on them, they got spit on. They really got the business for standing up, for you to treat me like a goddamn human being. Now we have people that's coming here from another country not appreciating. Isn't this January Martin Luther King birthday, the 15th? Not appreciating what Martin Luther King done. Now, I respect Cesar Chavez. I read up on him too. He was an advocate too for the Mexican migrant farmers. See, I don't just limit myself to my own particular race. I'd like to move around and know a little bit of just know a little bit of everything. And so, for you to disrespect our ancestors, now future generation of black people, and that civil rights, and we still loving you. We go support your stores because American white men, middle class on the average, will not support your ass. It's the loving black people that go into your stores and buy your hair, go to your corner stores and support your mom and pop stores in their neighborhood. Even if they was a crackhead, let me just say this for the black brothers and sisters that got addicted to their drugs. When you take that $5 crackhead money, they still deserve to have respect because some of your business is very slow. And so that $5 add into your register for you to take to the bank so that you can go buy groceries for your babies at home, for your wife at home. So just picture if that crackhead don't go into that mom and pop corner store. What if the black people stop shopping and boycott and spread the word around? Don't buy no more from anybody from another country. Save your money, black people, and own land. Find some good land. Save that money. Because if you notice, after slavery, what did our ancestors look for? Land. And they was willing, whatever it take, I will work the land and I will grow my own food. So they wanted independence. See? Okay. I love all people of all race. I don't like ignorancy and stupidity. And I know I'm a good woman. I don't need a man to validate that. I don't like to be bothered if I'm not bothering you. I have not put my hands on you, your husband, your children, your mother, your father, your grandchildren. I say to myself, like the Bible says, I mind my own damn business. I'm not paying your bills. Why would I want to be all up in your business every day? I'm not tacky and messy like that of a woman. I'm not a gossiper. I don't have to lie on you. I'm really transparent, right to the point. And even with that in me, you still refuse to give me proper respect. But you get yours from me every day when I don't intervene and intrude upon your life. You think about that. Miss Lax. Crystal Lachelle Lax out.